Assalamualaikum and salam Kedah Sejahtera. I am Sarah Nazri, bringing you Bulletin Kedah Sejahtera. The third littoral mission ship Batch 2 LMS-B2 of Tentera Laut Diraja Malaysia, TLDM, named Tunku Osman Jewa 143, was launched at Istanbul Shipyard, Turkiye on the 9th of August. The naming and launching ceremony was officiated by the Sultanah of Kedah, Sultanah Maliha Almarhum Tengku Arif, as the royal sponsor and witnessed by the Sultan of Kedah, Al-Aminu Karim Sultan Salehuddin Ibni Almarhum Sultan Badli Shah. Also in attendance were the Raja Muda of Kedah, Tengku Sarafuddin Badli Shah Sultan Salehuddin, and the Raja Puan Muda of Kedah, Cik Puan Muda Zahida Muhammad Arif. The naming of Tunku Osman Jewa was an honour in remembrance of the services of the late General Tan Sri Tunku Osman bin Tunku Muhammad Jewa, a member of the Kedah royal family who was the first Panglima Angkatan Tentera from among the native sons of the country. The launch completed the three LMS-B2 ships built at Istanbul Shipyard, namely Tunku Laksamana Abdul Jalil 141, Raja Laut 142, and Tunku Osman Jewa 143. The three ships have now entered the phase of integrating sensor, warfare and weapon systems before undergoing harbour trials and sea trials. Based on the construction schedule, the three LMS-B2 ships are expected to be delivered to TLDM at the end of next year. Mahkamah Session Alor dismissed a defamation suit filed by Siti Aisyah and two others against the Chief Minister of Kedah, Datuk Sri Muhammad Sanusi Maknor, regarding the issue of Kedah Agro's failure to pay salaries ahead of the Pilihan Raya Negeri PRN Kedah 2023. Alor Sessions Court Judge Datuk Ibrahim Osman ruled that the plaintiffs failed to prove their claim on the balance of probabilities. The court found that the Chief Minister's statement did not directly refer to the plaintiffs, but instead only touched on the operations and policies of the state government related to Kedah Agro. According to the court, the statement was made in response to the salary payment issue that went viral at the time and did not contain defamatory elements or malicious intent. The court also ruled that the Chief Minister was entitled to rely on the defence of justification relating to Kedah Agro's financial performance as well as the defence of fair comment in his capacity as Chief Minister. Accordingly, the plaintiff's claim was dismissed with causes of 10,000 ringgit. The Kedah State Government has called on all people to fly the Jalur Gemilang to create a wave of patriotism as well as to enliven the spirit of unity and love for the country. Kedah State Secretary Datuk Sri Norizan Khazali said the flying of the Jalur Gemilang is a manifestation of the spirit of patriotism and a sense of pride as Malaysians. He said this when launching the Kibar Jalur Gemilang Peringkat Negeri Kedah campaign at Plaza Tol Alor Utara recently. From his perspective, all parties, including government departments and agencies, local authorities, educational institutions, the private sector, communities, business premises, as well as households, are urged to jointly fly the Jalur Gemilang throughout the national month. He added that the younger generation is also encouraged to enliven the spirit of patriotism through digital platforms and social media by producing positive content related to the national month. He hoped that the cooperation of all parties could create a wave of patriotic spirit throughout Kedah. The Kedah State Government wants state development to continue to be driven without sacrificing environmental sustainability, including ensuring that water resources, rivers and forest areas continue to be preserved. Chairman of the Public Works, Natural Resources, Water Supply, Water Resources and Environment Committee, Datuk Muhammad Yusof Elias Munir Zakaria, said environmental sustainability is among the priorities through the sixth thrust, namely environmental sustainability in the Kedah Development Plan 2035. He said this at the Kedah State Water and Environment Day Programme 2026, Kuala Muda District in Sidam Kiri. As reported by him, water management is not merely about ensuring sufficient supply, but also involves river conservation, pollution control, drainage management, flood risk reduction, and ecosystem conservation. He further stated that initiatives under the sixth thrust include the development of the Kedah State Geopark, Langkawi Low Carbon Island, the gazettement of Ulu Muda as a state park, as well as projects to address high tide flooding, coastal erosion, and flood mitigation. He clarified that economic development, investment, and employment opportunities need to move in tandem with efforts to ensure that the state's rivers, forests, air, and water resources continue to be preserved. The CPBU Wang Valley Recreation Center has the potential to become a new force of the local community's economy through the development of the tourism and recreation sectors. Chairman of the Rural Development, Human Development and Poverty Eradication Committee, Datuk Ustazah Siti Asha Ghazali, said the potential of the area needs to be utilized to create more income opportunities for the community, particularly field crop participants and residents of Baling. She said this during a working visit to the CPBU Wang Valley Recreation Center in Baling. According to her, an increase in the number of visitors could generate economic overflow benefits for residents through food businesses, accommodation, homestays, and various other services. She also mentioned that chalet and accommodation facilities need to be planned and added in an orderly manner to meet the needs of visitors, particularly families who want to enjoy recreational activities. At the same time, she emphasized that economic development needs to move in tandem with human development to ensure that rural progress can be enjoyed comprehensively and social problems among the younger generation can be curbed. Bukit Perak Quarry still has approximately 70% of its resources from the approved area remaining to be explored, thereby allowing its operations to continue to meet the demands of the construction industry. The Chief Minister of Kedah, Datuk Seri Muhammad Sanusi Maknor, said of the area approved for Perbadanan Kemajuan Negeri Kedah (PKNK) and leased to BDB Infra Sdn Berhad, only around 30% of the resources have been extracted. He stated this during a working visit to Bukit Perak Quarry managed by BDB Infra Sdn Berhad in Pendang recently. As claimed by the Chief Minister, the 53-year-old quarry is important to the development of the state in addition to creating employment opportunities and stimulating the local economy. He added that demand for stone products is always present, particularly for the construction sector, road maintenance, railway constructions, and sea reclamation projects. The Chief Minister informed that BDB Infra is not only a G7-rated road contractor, but also a provider of construction materials and road maintenance services in Kedah. In his view, approximately 300 vendors obtain services from BDB Infra, including purchasing stone and premix, thereby demonstrating its importance in shaping the local economic chain. 2 high-impact water supply projects with a total value of 1.1 billion ringgit will be implemented to strengthen Kedah's water supply capacity. Chairman of the Public Works, Natural Resources, Water Supply, Water Resources and Environment Committee, Datuk Muhammad Yusof Alliance Munir Zakaria, said the projects involved are LRA Sidam Kiri Phase 1 with a capacity of 200 MLD and LRA Sungai Karangan Phase 1 with a capacity of 150 MLD, each valued at approximately 550 million ringgit. He said this at the sesi Taklimat Pembangunan Projek Bekalan Air Negeri Kedah and the Majlis Penyerahan Geran Pajakan from PAAB to SADA in Kuala Lumpur recently. From his perspective, LRA Sidam Kiri will strengthen the water supply in Kuala Muda and Sungai Petani, in addition to supporting the development of Kedah Aeropolis, Kulim International Airport KXP, and Sidam Logistics, Aerospace and Manufacturing Hub SLAM. Meanwhile, LRA Sungai Karangan will focus on the needs of Kulim District, including the development of Kulim High Tech Park KHTP and Kulim Industrial Corridor KIC. He further stated that the tender process for both projects is expected to be carried out at the end of 2026 or early 2027, with all parties being asked to expedite matters relating to approvals, permits, and land acquisition. He said SADA has now utilized PAAB financing for strategic development projects worth approximately 1.9 billion ringgit, thereby strengthening the water supply system as well as supporting Kedah's economic growth. Bulletin Kedah Sejahtera ends here. Follow the latest developments of the Kedah State Government on the digital platforms of Urus, Setia, Penerangan, Darul, Aman. I am Sarah Nazri. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.